I don't give a shit about going live. We're a podcast.
Lateness of the hour.
Dick's gonna be doing a robot thing the whole time.
Because it's on all robot validated programs.
Werner Herzog, the robot. You're slipping in the Werner Herzog.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, also next week or 2 weeks from now, but our next podcasts are also more robot episodes. I couldn't squeeze them all into today. I didn't want to do 5 episodes today.
So only 5 episodes with robot relations, huh?
No, there's more.
Oh, there's got to be more, yeah. The robot.
Because we already did the Lonely. We already did some of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, next on February 3rd, we're doing Steel and Uncle Simon. Those are 2 robot ones.
Right.
But I figured we break it up because I don't want to do that much robot, especially with the season 4 on the docket for today.
Yeah, season 4. I didn't realize. Oh, that's right. It's the hour-long episode. It's the 50 minuters.
Oh, let's play this.
Enclosed is a PDF attachment, a picture of yourself in a boat on a river. It's a river that flows in 2 directions. Make that 3. It's a magic river, that's how. And it's flowing down the Erie Canal to the scary door. That's Erie with 2 E's.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
If only I'd programmed the robot to be more careful what I wish for. Robot, experience this tragic irony for me. No!
Residence of Dr. William Loren, which is in reality a menagerie for machines. We're about to discover that sometimes the product of man's talent and genius can walk amongst us untouched by the normal ravages of time. These are Dr. Loren's robots, built to functional as well as artistic perfection. But in a moment, Dr. William Loren, wife and daughter, will discover that perfection is relative, that even robots have to be paid for. And very shortly, we'll be shown exactly what is the bill.
Hello, citizens. Welcome to LIW Twilight Zone review, episode 416, TZ 1959-208, the lateness of the hour Redux. I'm Phoenix West.
Dick Art, robots.
Ribbits. Welcome, Dick. It's season 9 of the podcast.
Wow.
This is the 9th year. I don't know why we're still going. I really don't.
It never stops. Never. Like the robots.
416 episodes in.
The robots won't stop. Why won't you stop?
I won't stop until we at least do the redux of these video episodes. Because if you notice right below your image there, shot on glorious videotape I put on the poster.
Yes.
This episode looks like shit.
Well, it looks like that live episode look. It's like it's shot on the camera. Yeah, it's pretty clean. It looks clean, but it's I have obviously video. It's very weird.
I think everything's super out of focus. Like there's just a still image. This is the HD version right here too.
It was really pretty HD clarity for mine because it was Blu-ray, but I just love the fact when she knocked down that robot down the stairs. I laughed out loud.
Gets back up.
Yeah, when she just like, I can't take this anymore. Knocked it down, and that bitch took a tumble.
Yeah,
she rolled down them stairs. Stunt woman. She knew what she was doing.
Or a guy in a wig.
No, there was a woman. I didn't see any misshape. It looked
I was looking
feminine.
for lumps. I found them.
I was looking for some corners and edges on that bitch, but there's nothing.
It is right here.
Yeah, let's see the roll down the stairs.
Jelly.
Hold on.
Jelly.
Here it comes. And we'll set up the episode and blah, blah, blah.
If I may say so, Miss Gina, you sound jealous.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
That was a man.
Look.
Oh God, she can take it. I can take that role, bitch. I don't give a shit what you say because she knows. I think that's the big reveal right there. That's the wink, wink, saying, "Oh, I know what you are, you little bitch."
Yeah.
Because the lateness of the hour is basically about 2 old people getting rub downs by robots.
Yeah, it's one woman, the mom, and they're both in their 60s. It looks like, but they're probably 52.
They're probably 80, probably 85 years old, but they're probably 43.
Yeah, but she's basically moaning, getting
yes. Oh God, it's so creepy.
Yeah, and the daughter rightfully is like, "Could you stop fucking moaning?"
Yeah,
I mean your daughter. I want to hear your orgasm moan in the living room.
It was really bizarre.
They don't have a TV.
No, they do not.
They have a library. They have robot butlers, 6 of them, I believe. Something like that, 5 or 6.
Well, they got a guy that does the yard. There's a maid. There's a masseuse, a fuck bot.
Masseuse.
So is the masseuse?
You can see him over here.
Is the masseuse bot like she provides the sex too, or is it just massages?
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 robots. When he sends them down all downstairs, I'm counting them right here.
Oh yeah.
I'm guessing this one's the cook.
Is there something wrong with my performance? Just get you this cellar.
Well, I don't really think we should be taking apart. I think we're doing an adequate job. I think you would
get out of my face.
Yeah, they're terrible robots then.
Yeah, robots, they talk back. I'm sorry, but that's not your job, robot.
He puts up with these like, all right, shut the fuck up. Get down in the basement.
Just go downstairs. My daughter can't accept you anymore.
Await me. Await my orders.
And he's the same. He's been in a few Twilight episodes already, this old man.
He's in this one. Episode. This is his first one. Then he's also in where the real Martian Please Stand Up.
Yes.
He plays the Martian.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very shiny. He's very shiny in this episode.
Yeah. This episode looks like shit. I don't like it that much. It's okay.
It's a fine episode. I don't think the episode's bad. I just think it's another robot episode and very, very 50 sci-fi robot episode. It reminds me of like an old radio show that would be on like the 30s and 40s. The same kind of content.
I'm amazed that Rod was actually on set.
Yes.
For the intro.
Yeah, he like runs in. It's kind of funny. He like steps up. He's like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm on the show. Oh, okay.
That's what they pretended Forrest Whitaker was doing.
Exactly.
But I'll show you him step in the frame here.
I mean, he like launches himself in there.
Well, because it's on videotape back then, they didn't want to cut that much.
Yeah, this is like basically a live show.
Essentially keep it going. So Rod literally had to be there, and I bet he's pissed. He looks like shit. Like he's not made for video. Tell he doesn't want to be there.
I've had 7 cigarettes waiting for this scene all day.
That'd be great if the whole scene you can just see clouds of plumes of smoke. Rod just off camera.
And because it's video, he's got that yellow look in his face, like jaundice, but cigarette smoke. I feel like John Carpenter's left lung.
I'm surprised you like this episode. I don't care for it.
I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it. It was fine. It was a typical twist. Like, at the end, it's like, because the daughter. I thought it was going to go further, where the daughter was she was not being told the truth. Like the world had ended, and they're in this house because there's nowhere to go. Like there is no future. The world is the cataclysm. It's this post-apocalyptic world, and all they have is the robots taking care of them. That's it. But then I was like, well, wait a minute. She would have known that. And then I was like, oh, she's a robot. She's a robot. Yeah. That's going to be the twist. And it was a good, fun twist at the end where she figures it out because she's, sick of the robots walking around. And she's like, Father, Mother, what is this? No. And she's so annoying. I would say that's why
he really gets a chance to overact.
She is annoying. The daughter in this episode is over the top, and she's really grating. She's like level 10 grading in this episode. She really hits those marks.
Well, you know the actress, right?
She looks familiar.
It's Inger Stevens.
Okay.
She was born in 1934.
I sense a painful, sad death.
Not with Twilight Zone.
I sensed murder.
Let's just say the people who play her parents: John Hoyt, born 1905.
There you go.
Irene Tedrow, born 1907.
Jesus.
They outlived her, Inger Stevens, the daughter, by 21 and 25 years, respectively.
Oh my God!
Inger Stevens died 10 years after this episode. She was she's starting to get. She was in a Clint Eastwood movie. She's in Hang 'em High. She died on April 30th, 1970. Suicide by overdose. They ruled it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She her bio on IMDb is just like trashing her, because it talks about like, she eventually sorted some things out working on her career, but she slipped back in the habits of fucking other leading men she was working with, like Burt Reynolds. It's just like,
well, hell, she liked to party. Well, so what? Have fun. George Clooney did the same thing. You don't get no drug death.
For all intents and purposes, Miss Stevens' death was ruled a suicide, but Pattinson's bio indicates other possibilities. Following her death, it came out in the tabloids that she had been secretly married to an African-American Ike Jones since 1961.
Oh, my God. She was an N-word lover.
The couple was estranged at the time of her death.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, see, what a horribly sad story. Now that makes the show even better, because it's so horribly stained with the sad destruction of a human being.
Yeah, and the first trivia piece is following her suicide from acute barbiturate poisoning, it was revealed that Inger had long been married to African-American bit actor Ike Jones. The marriage, for obvious reasons, okay, I like this sentence. The marriage, for obvious reasons, was kept under wraps to protect her career.
Oh, yeah, other than the whole drug-taking thing. That's the problem. Being married to a black man is the problem.
Yeah. She cheated death 3 times. In her first suicide attempt, she swallowed sleeping pills and ammonia, which left her blood clots in her lungs.
Oh, my God.
Their size and temporary blindness.
Jesus.
Miraculously covered within weeks. One time, she and Rod Steiger were nearly asphyxiated by carbon monoxide fumes while filming a scene for Cry Terror. In a tunnel, Rod Steiger said years later she initially refused a medical treatment at the scene. She just wanted to die.
Oh my God.
Once she leapt from a crash landing jetliner minutes before it exploded.
Oh my God.
She's also the main.
She should have just stayed on the plane.
Yeah. She was also the main in the Hitchhiker episode. If you remember that one.
Oh, that's the same girl.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes, she did commit. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Oh wow. I didn't realize she was in 2 episodes of Twilight Zone.
Yep. So
wow.
Dad. Yeah, she was in Hang 'em High as the love interest girl with Clint Eastwood.
So she had suicidal tendencies for 20 years.
Yeah, seems like it.
She had some problems. Maybe she thought she was a robot. Maybe in reality she really believed this episode was true and she believed it.
I don't know, but sad as shit. And John Hoyt didn't die till 91.
Jesus Christ.
And then Irene Tedrow died in 95.
Damn, they lived a while. They look like shit in this episode.
Yeah. And of course, they're all in, I think all 3 of them, maybe just the 2 parents, but they're all in Man from U.N.C.L.E. Like everyone from this era is in that show.
Well, that's a big show at the time, I would assume.
She played Aunt May in the Amazing Spider-Man TV show.
Hey, all right.
Cartoon.
There you go. I didn't know they had a live action TV show. I thought it was a cartoon.
No, I think it's the cartoon.
Oh, the cartoon. Okay.
Wait. Yeah, it's a live action show.
Huh. I didn't know there was one.
Oh my God, you got to look at these pictures though.
Oh, I bet you they're wonderful.
It looks so cheesy.
Oh, what year is this? 75 or it's got to be mid 70s, right? 77. Look at that.
Look at that. He's in an old West town.
Oh my! Of course he is.
What's Spider-Man doing there?
Guess that's the only sets they had to shoot on in Hollywood at the time.
Fully grown man.
Oh my! Look at that. Oh wow! They actually shot in New York that day.
Or that could be any city. It is.
That's the Twin Towers.
Yeah, they put some cardboard behind them for forcing.
We only have 4 days in the city, and half of those days I got to spend to see my family.
How did they do this?
Oh my God! Look at that.
Is this Sally Fields' dad?
I don't think so.
Chip Fields.
Oh, maybe. I don't think Sally Field had any relations.
Woman. Chip Fields is the woman.
Chip Fields is a woman.
Oh my God!
Oh, look at that.
We need to watch this. Oh, a little art. Okay.
Artsy. Look at that. Look at that hair. I got that hair fit in that mask.
Yeah, look at that in focus shot. This looks like the lateness of the hour.
Jesus Christ. Spider-Man, Spider. Wow.
It looks like someone's home videos.
But it's not far off. See, this is such a quaintness to these old 70s shows. Look at that. They seem very sweet.
This looks terrible.
Of course.
See, how do they accomplish this shot? I can't imagine.
That's camera tilted on its side and everything's climbing upward, but it's really a sidewalk. Congratulations.
Oh
You
my God,
guys,
this looks
you
terrible.
guys pulled the Batman and Robin trick from
How do they
1966.
accomplish this shot?
Oh wow! Still like it better than Tobey Maguire.
Oh yeah. Okay, I can't.
The
I need to watch
Spider-Man.
this show.
You must buy the Spider-Man on Amazon
I wonder if it's on
Blu-ray.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe the cartoon from the 70s, but not the live action.
Cartoon is. I've seen that.
Cartoon is. I've seen the old cartoon where it's just as cheesy. And in fact, I think I hate them more. I'd rather watch the live action version.
Oh yeah.
Just because it'd be more funny.
All right, so this episode got a 7.1.
I think that's accurate.
2,500 reviews. I gave it a 5.
Wow, that's pretty low, huh? I'll give
like
it a 6. I like the twist. I like the ending. I like the camera, the way it's revealed that she's the maid now. And it's just like it's an obvious reveal, obviously twist, but I still enjoyed it. And now knowing that that woman committed suicide 20 years later makes me give it an extra star just for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 now.
There you go.
One more insult to her.
One more fallen star in the history of the Twilight Zone genre. How sad. That's so fucking devastatingly sad. Yeah. And she tried to die 3 times prior, and even Rod Steiger is saying, yeah, she wanted to die. I don't know what her fucking problem was.
I want to find something here.
That's hilarious. Well, not hilarious, but yeah, she's married to some colored guy and she wanted to kill herself or something. I don't know.
Oh, I found it. Okay, so 1336. I was just curious what the hell I was looking at when this happened. I'll wait a second here because I gotta catch back up. Like just before. All right, it's right here. It's just before she, I believe, shoves her down the stairs. But what the hell is happening here? There's like a shadow. She's at the top of the stairs by herself, and there's a big shadow of someone moving across her.
That's her mental breakdown coming to claim her.
Watch.
That's what you are. Hysterical jokes. With your sad little homilies and your mild cliches.
You see the shadow move across her?
It's probably another robot on the stairs.
They're all down. There's nobody there.
Yeah, but I think it's probably.
I think it's the camera equipment or the lighting equipment.
It might be the chandeliers.
Something up there.
Yeah, there's something hanging. It's a stagehand who hung himself. I'm gonna beat you, bitch.
Yes.
You have a good idea here, honey. I'm gonna kill myself too.
Suicide pact, and then she's like, "Oh,
I'm not gonna do that yet because I don't care.
I gotta fuck Clint Eastwood. I gotta fuck Burt Reynolds.
I'm a little busy.
Comings and goings, if you know what I mean.
You know, my whole career is in trouble because I married a human being who has different skin color. So my career is in the shitter. So I have to kill myself 3 times and fail 3 times at killing myself.
So fucked up.
Jesus Christ! What a fucking world.
It's only of note because it's the Twilight Zone, and there's 1,000 of those stories.
Yeah, I love them. I love it when you find the really hard, horrible truths of the Twilight Zone.
Especially these originals, because I've already seen them 1,000 times. So
yeah,
I know what's going to happen. So I sit there and I look at each person's, and I'm like, age 35. Oh, there's some sad shit here. And I click on that. And I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Poor girl. She seemed like she was doing well.
It just shows you that Hollywood has never changed. People go there and they get their lives ruined, and they have really sad endings. And it's a history lesson for everyone. Don't go to Hollywood. There's no point. Don't want to be famous. There's no point in being famous. It's stupid.
Oh, let's play why you don't go to Hollywood.
Hollywood is dead.
That's why.
That's cross promotion right there.
There you go. That's our next show on.
That's amazing.
A different live stream, but same channel.
Talking about Ghostbusters 2.
Goddamn right.
Well, I think we can put this one to bed. I think.
Indeed.
I enjoyed it. I'll give it a 6. You gave it a 4.
I give it a 5. I was kidding about the 4.
Yeah, to start its self-destructive nature.
I just wanted more story, and this feels kind of
It's like I said. I
a
thought it was
loose
going to.
idea.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go deeper, but again, Blade Runner ripped this off with the implanted memories because she had memories
Also,
implanted. They talk about implanted memories.
I can't watch this episode and not think of Truman Show.
Yeah, that too.
He's looking in with a magnifying glass at their trip to Mount Rushmore, and he's like, "Seems so much bigger back then." Because it's clearly just like right there. He staged all these photos. It just reminded me of that because she's looking through the photo album, and they're all like recent pictures of her.
That's funny.
All right, let's move on to "I Sing the Body Electric."
I Sing the Body Electric.
I Sing the Body Electric.
Ray Bradbury's version of Robots.
Let's hear Rod, and I'll say until next time. In the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Take that.
Citizens, take us away, Rod, as soon as I find the outro.
Touch me, Rod.
Oh, shit.
Of course.
Let this be the postscript. Should you be worn out by the rigors of competing in a very competitive world, if you're distraught from having to share your existence with the noises and neuroses of the 20th century, if you crave serenity but want it full time and with no strings attached, get yourself a workroom in the basement and then drop a note to Dr. and Mrs. William Loren. They're a childless couple who made comfort a life's work. And maybe there are a few do-it-yourself pamphlets still available in the Twilight zone.
He's like, come on over here, daughter.
Sit on my lap and we'll
You got
talk
some
about
muscles you can
moaning.
grab, too. You're not my real daughter. I built you.
That's right. I built that pussy.
You notice in all 3 episodes, actually, no. In the 2 that the robots are built. No, actually, yeah. All 3 episodes have the robots being built in the basement.
Yeah.
As well as Uncle Simon that we do next week. And I don't believe Steel does, but that means 4 out of 5 in the basement.
Well, it makes sense. That's where you're going to have a big workspace with your 4 versions of yourself.
Bye-bye. Save that. You want to
Save that.
Change the background stuff?
You want me to do that? You're doing that.
Can you do that?
Yeah. Hold on.
Like
Brand, right?
sunglasses on.
I can't even see.
Brand and banners. Watch this.
Oh, that's right. Hollywood. Are we doing Body Electric?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello? The 416?
Huh?
416 background?
It's on the bottom. 417.
Oh, 417? Okay. There we go.
There we go. Right. 22. I'll begin momentarily.
Oh, Uncle Simon's the robot one, right? The robot. I want to have a cocoa in a China cup.
Hot chocolate. If it's not hot, I'll throw it on the floor. All right, let's see. We're recording the podcast already, but we're doing.
There's left long.
All right, we're good.
Ooh, nice harp intro.
And we're doing the next one. Let's get to a theme song here. Should we just play the robot one several times in a row?
Why not? We're here.
Yeah, we're talking about robots. Fuck it.
Enclosed is a PDF attachment, a picture of yourself in a boat on a river. It's a river that flows in 2 directions. Make that 3. It's a magic river, that's how. And it's flowing down the Erie Canal to the scary door. That's Erie with 2 E's.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
If only I'd programmed the robot to be more careful what I wished for. Robot, experience this tragic irony for me. No!
Investigate. I sing the body electric. They make a fairly convincing pitch here. It doesn't seem possible, though, to find a woman who must be 10 times better than Mother in order to seem half as good. Except, of course, in the Twilight Zone.
Why, hello there, citizens. I'm Phoenix West.
I sing the body electric. Dickhead.
Welcome to LIW, the Twilight Zone review, episode 417 for TZ59's 335. I sing the body electric Redux.
Written by Ray Bradbury.
Written by Rayford Bradburyson.
Rayford.
My first note, the aunt is a cunt.
Yes, she is.
A horrible cunt.
You can't do nothing with his children because the mother's dead. You're a widower.
Yeah.
You don't know how to love your children, you fucking asshole.
Yeah. She's like, those poor sad sacks of shit.
Get
Oh,
out
they're
of my
right there on the
fucking
stairs.
house.
Not
Yeah,
going to slow me down. Hey, come here, you sad sacks of shit.
Oh, I'm so glad your mother's dead, so she doesn't have to see you being raised by an asshole cunt father of yours. Like, Jesus
fucking
Christ,
Drysdale.
you fucking bitch! Get out of my house. Who are you? I don't think we're related.
And she's like, oh, it's the aunt. So I assume
Well,
it's
yeah.
I assumed it was the mom's.
It's gonna be the
sister?
mom's sister, or she's the because you know how family members, they have like people in the family that's not related, they call them aunt and uncle. I figured this is like some matriarch of a family unit that's not really related. She just has that title of aunt because she's too much of a fucking bitch, and she's like 85 years old. So it's like she's too old to be there in the first place.
I'm gonna look up her sad story.
I hope she killed herself.
No, it's
Plate glass window into a sail barge.
obviously it's David White, Larry Tate from Bewitched.
Yes,
The
that guy.
sister is, oh my god, what was her name? Fuck.
Oh, I don't remember.
Nedra.
Nedra.
In the last episode, it was Nelda was the robot, and this it's Aunt Nedra.
Interesting.
She was in Leave with the Beaver.
Yes.
He died in 1979 at age 74.
Wow. I bet you she smoked.
David White is still alive. No, I'm kidding. He died in 1990 at age 74.
I was going to say. Jesus Christ.
He was also in the apartment. He was in another episode of The Twilight Zone, and that was A World of Difference from season 1.
Now, this one felt very kind of creepy to me because the kids were so into it when they got to like pick her eyes. You're all excited about picking her eyes. I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah. I can play marble with those eyes.
Aggies.
Why? Jesus Christ, kids, for fucking eyes.
Yeah. Okay. Set up the basic story, assuming everyone's seen it, but their mom is dead. Their dad is 65 years old. It's fucking Larry Tate.
He's very old.
He looks very old. They decide to go and they find a pamphlet in a magazine because the kid has one of those like same magazines sort of thing that they had in the Monsters Do in Maple Street, where he's reading on the back of a comic book.
Right, but this is like a popular mechanics magazine.
Yeah, but they find this place where you can build a robot, and they go there, and this fucking creeper. He looks like Tom Hanks lost weight, and he's doing a weird Walt Disney type character.
He looks like he's playing the Colonel Parker in the Elvis movie. That's kind of what he looks like.
But he's creepy looking.
Hey, look, children, you want to pick out your caretaker's eyes and nose and ears?
Yeah, because this is the first thing they see when they walk in is this weird black head-shaped thing with eyeballs on it and a bunch of eyes on the other blackness.
Do you want to pick her breast size?
And he's just like, look at my weird body part collection.
Put them together.
You want to pick out your new mom's nipples?
I sing the body electric with no pants on.
Don't ask what I do with the robots when they're done.
Do you think the robots have feminine parts?
They do when I'm done.
That's what I use this box cutter for. I make a slit where it should be. Oh my God. He's fucking crazy. Look at that. Bring an eyeball out. Yeah, look at that shit.
Here.
Cut
Hey.
fresh this week.
Just for 4 girls who are nurse students. Not anymore. I love my job.
Apparently, he scalped like a George Washington.
He's a psycho. He's fucking Hannibal Lecter-ish.
Look at his constant eye contact.
Hey, children, yes, design your
This-
caretaker.
Ears. All sizes, all shapes.
a wall of ears to pick from, because that's what I need to. I need to fucking. If I need a robot, I need to make sure her ears are perfect. Like, that's the last thing I'm thinking about is her ears.
Can you turn on the fucking lights in here? Why is this gotta be so creepy?
Well, I just smell like Thai food and like Vicks Vapo Rub down here. It's because I pleasure myself every hour of the day.
I just feel like I smell a lot of cleaning fluid, which makes me think you're hiding something with cleaning fluid, sir.
Why is there no lights on in that back room?
Yeah.
Don't go back there.
Is it cool if I flip on this black light?
No! Oh, Jesus, God, no!
Ah! Everyone
It's a-
reacts like the fat vampire in the Blade.
Pearl, die with some fucking
Yeah,
dignity.
Pearl.
Oh my God, that'd be so disgustingly horrifying.
Just so bright in there.
Oh my God, that's funny.
But then he's like, grab the nipples and throw them down
Yeah.
the chute.
I have a chute here. Go put all the parts and it'll mix them in a big bouillabaisse of cacophony of robotic solution.
He's like, my twin brother Kenneth will make it in the basement. Ugh.
I need more hair down here, brother. Bring me more hair.
Are you petting it again, Kenneth?
I need to make her merkin perfect.
Kenneth, for the last time, they're not going to undress the rope. All right, I'll send another merkin down. Children,
You don't know that, brother. You don't know that.
Children, pick out your favorite merkin for the lady.
She's
I'm sorry.
redheaded. I prefer redhead, so I'll give her a nice red merkin.
I prefer brown. She has to have brown pubic hair,
I love the movie
just like my
Brave,
Aggies.
that Disney movie with the redhead girl. Oh, I would love to see a big hairy bush of red. Jesus.
Ugh.
These kids, though, I love the fact that the older daughter is not for this at all. She's kind of against the whole idea of having a fake
Look at this.
robot mother. Yeah,
This is a horror movie.
Jesus.
This is a Vincent Price character.
Yeah. Look at that. Pick her torso.
Also, I'm pretty sure this place is ran by Canimets because when they arrive, the voice at the door. Okay, I'll play it right here. How do I share?
Now, do you think this is a company that exists in the Twilight Zone universe because they always have robot companies in these episodes?
Well, we did one on Night Gallery where they had kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Only that robot turns. Listen to the Canimet voice. Ready? It sounds like you'd hear it over Richard Keel's face.
Won't you come in, please? We've been expecting you.
That's the Canimet voice.
Yeah.
Won't you come in, please?
It's a cookbook.
Oz Perkins not here to fuck it up.
Yeah. Oh God. Jesus. Now, see, this episode would be good for a remake because it would be a prime remake. Yeah, where Westworld, make it interesting, and as opposed to like Tandy Newton getting naked, you got a middle-aged woman who doesn't get naked at all.
The boy has a sexual awakening.
But she has a sexual awakening with a child.
Yeah.
I'm 13 years old, Aunt Jemima. Would you like to make love to me? Yes, boy, I would love that.
It would be my honor.
I must say, I will throw myself in front of a van for you.
Can you throw yourself in front of my car?
Can you take my 4 inches of power?
It would be my pleasure.
I can. Oh man, she'd be so hot.
Makes a condom. He's like,
Ah!
why would I wear a condom? You're a rope.
It doesn't matter.
Never mind.
I want you to practice safe sex, boy.
I don't.
In the future, you never know what might come out of that coochie.
The government might invent something called AIDS.
You would have AIDS and you would die. Ha ha ha.
Oh, you will die.
Only if you do it in
yes.
the butt. That is the sin, the sinner, you butt sinner. You are pure butt sinner. Oh my God, Aunt Jemima.
You know so much, but also you refuse to learn anything.
That's great.
I have ancient views for my future knowledge. Thank you.
I'm a robot that's very, 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 very puritanical.
Yes.
But I will
you dare tell anyone about your black husband.
But I will fuck a 12-year-old. I don't care.
She's French. She's cool with sexuality.
She's fine, yeah. She's just a bigot, a horrible bigot, and closed-minded to butt sex.
They build the bitch. She shows up at the house, and she tries to prove to them she's a robot by going, I wish she had a wide gaping cunt, and saying horrible things. And then they're all like, oh, yeah. And then she does the thing where she makes Aggies up here. And I'm like, she's a fucking robot, not magic.
Well, didn't she do that because the kid wanted them? Like from the beginning, he's talking about them because they're like marbles, right? He's like using them to play marbles with. Is that what it was?
Yes, he picked out her eyes because they're brown like his Aggies.
Right.
But why can a robot materialize marbles is beyond me.
I don't know.
She's just a robot. She's not a fucking wizard.
Does she have like a factory of marble making in her stomach or something? She don't eat. But the older daughter though has no interest. She seems to be the one that can't deal with this.
I basically told her in this scene to act like a cat who's scared of the new owner. Anytime she looks at her, she's like clearly interested, but every time she gets attention from her,
it's really weird where she pisses herself.
Yeah. Did we do a thing where the little girl pissed herself?
No, it's Exorcist.
No, I know that.
She takes a big piss. This is all bullshit.
Yeah.
You're all gonna die. I think that's what she says. You're all gonna die, and she just pisses herself.
But you do want proof, though, don't you?
There we go.
And she had eyes like these.
Yeah, what?
She can talk through her hands. It's just fine for a robot, but you can't make things materialize. Because later on, she's doing their homework, or she's teaching them stuff, and and things appear, words on the chalkboard. I'm like, how?
Because she's a robot. Shut up.
That's not what robots do.
She's a robot. She can project things on a board.
She's super fast, maybe.
Maybe.
I'll chalk it up to that, because otherwise it pisses me off.
Well, then you have the scene where the adult daughter, the only reason the adult daughter is accepting of this woman is because she throws herself in front of a bus to save her life. It only takes her to save her life to have her be accepting of her.
Yeah.
It's like that episode of
Are you okay?
I'm still getting over my cold, my sickness. But it's that scene from The Simpsons where he goes, all I had to do was save your life.
Here's the scene.
Part, what a dumb little girl run out in front of the middle of a fucking road. And I think she did it on purpose, too.
You don't do that in a studio lot. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy's face.
Now, he never hits her.
He does, but this TV hit.
Yeah, it's not like it goes up and down.
No, they threw in a...
It'd be awesome, though, if she lifted up the van and she rips the guy out from the front windshield. You motherfucker, get out. Like Terminator, get out.
Give me your clothes. Yeah.
Ah!
Give me your clothes in your van.
Give me your van. I'll finish your deliveries for you.
She crushes it in a cube, and you just see, like, because it's black and white, just like black tar pouring out the cube.
Yeah.
The guy's innards.
Oh, God, sick. Oh, shit.
She says some creepy shit, though, because at one point when she's, like, losing the war on the older daughter, she talks to Larry Tate, and she goes, you know, it's easy. It's easier for you, but it's more difficult for me. I have to enter the children's hearts.
Yes.
I was like, don't say that sentence if you're a robot.
I must enter them through their chest cavity
Yeah.
and to touch their hearts to make them love me.
I must rip out their hearts and love it.
I shall eat their heart to make them love me. Oh my God.
It is the only way.
I don't think this robot works as well as I thought it was going to work.
Immediately him. I don't want to sing the body electric anymore.
I think the creepiest part though is not that or this. The creepiest part is the end of the episode where they flash forward 25 years and all the kids are adults and she's still there. It's like they're all adults now. Why do they still need a robot woman to take care of them? Because the father's obviously dead. Where's the father? I mean,
he's dead.
So he's dead, and they've taken to they can't live without the robot guardian. And the way that she was talking, it sounded like she was going to be in the end of Toy Story 3, where they put her in that pit of lava, and they're going to burn her alive with all the other robot women.
She's like,
that's where I'm going, kids. They're going to go melt me down.
She did go, I'm going to go in the basement of Body Electric and just talk with the other grandmas.
I sing the Body Electric in hell. And they burn me alive and melt me down and reconstitute my parts.
I talked about this during the first go around with this episode, but the one thing that bothered me about the kids, years later, it's not 25 years later, they're all going to college.
Right, okay. Yes.
And my thought was, these kids are years apart. Why are they all going to college on the exact same day?
Exactly, yes. And they're all
someone
going to
made some sacrifices, or someone is really advanced and they sped through school.
Somebody's breaking the rules too, because they're going to the all-girl college. And he is too. So it's kind of weird.
Bosom buddies thing.
He's a weirdo. He's a freak show.
Speaking of Tom Hanks.
I want to go with my sisters and be in their dorm room with them.
Yeah.
And he's gonna jerk. He's gonna come when Jenny touches him on the thigh.
I guess my other question about the ending. She goes, I have to go back to the factory now.
Yeah.
I would be like, bitch, we own you. You're taking care of our kids. What are you talking about? You're not going.
You're not retiring. You're not retiring. We're shutting you off because you're the second generation. You're old. We're getting the new generation.
Yeah.
It's a better robot.
No, you're gonna be the drink maid. That's what you become.
You're gonna be R2D2 on the cell bar serving drinks. Like you're gonna turn off your voice box.
Oh, you want to have life one day? Good fucking luck. Do you know how ownership works? I have the warranty on you.
Get out of here. You're not even worth the fucking return to Costco. I seen the Body Electric. It's all you ever fucking talk about.
You know what that means?
I don't even know what that means. It's bullshit.
Why do we have to repeat it 6 times anytime anyone says that?
I sing the Body Electric. What does that even mean? Does it mean I can fuck you? Your body is electric? Yeah, I get that. It's like, are you a sex bot? It's a special kind of fetish because you're an old lady, but I can get with it.
Who will care?
Listen to how many times they say I sing the Body Electric right here.
Dad? Listen to this. I sing the Body Electric. What does that mean? Sing the Body Electric is the motto of Facsimile Limited.
I sing the Body Electric. Let me see that, Tom.
That's 3 times right there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So that's why whenever we bring up that title, Frank says it after you. So if you ever, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Because they say it just.
I sing the Body Electric. I sing the Body Electric. I sing the Body Electric.
Yeah, it's a little thing Frank and I were doing.
Oh, very good. I get it. That's funny.
Yeah.
What was this?
7.1.
Really? I don't know.
Sorry, what were you gonna ask?
I was gonna say, what did Frank give this as a rating?
Oh, I have no fucking idea.
You don't remember?
I give this one a 6.
I'd agree. It's a 6. It's 6 material.
Mostly, what saves it, because otherwise it's a boring episode. It has some sweet moments at the end, but it's all kind of stupid. But it's the creepiness with the look at my body part collection, children.
Yes,
and I picture like things like her intimate body parts on the wall, and that's too tight.
And there's no horrible true life death sentences for any of these actors in this episode.
Hey,
no
there
drug,
might be.
no drug overdoses, no suicides, no no being married to a colored fellow, hiding it for your career.
The girl who plays Anne is still alive, Veronica Cartwright.
Oh, Veronica Cartwright. I know Veronica Cartwright. She's a character actor. She's been around. She's a lot of stuff.
Alien, The Birds, Witches of Eastwick.
Yeah, Veronica Cartwright. Shit, yeah.
The guy that plays Tom is dead. He died at 15.
How old was he?
66.
Oh, shit.
Wow. The mini bio. Some of these bios are cruel. Charles Herbert was a mildly popular 1950s child star.
Oh, his whole life was a waste of time.
He died of a heart attack in Vegas.
He died of a heart attack with a hooker in Vegas, tied to a chair, being masturbated while he choked to death.
Karen, these are the younger kids, by the way, not the older ones. Karen is still alive. Dana Dillaway. She's born 1950. Let's look at the older ones, though.
Was she also a not very popular child star that is forgotten by most? And
I don't know.
Died a sad death in Las Vegas, gambling her money away.
Older Anne died in 2002.
Oh.
Brain tumor.
Oh, I know lots of people died of brain tumors.
Yeah. Paul, older Tom, there's no info on him.
Nobody cares.
Nope. Nothing there. Older Karen is Judy Morton.
Karen!
She's born 1960.
There you go.
She was in an episode of House in 2009. That was her last credit.
Oh, my God.
She's 83 now.
Wow.
Or 82 now.
Wait a minute. She said she was born 1960.
1940.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
She would be 3 years old if she was born, or 1 year old. I think this episode is 1960.
Is it? Oh, shit.
62. So it should be 2 if that were the.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, wow. So she was 20. She was 22 at the end of that episode.
Yeah.
Oh my
it's kind of like a Mary Poppins-ish episode.
Yes, it is.
It's I didn't care for it that much. It's okay.
It's a filler episode at best. It's just a robot story that Ray Bradbury wrote for a dime magazine, and it just was
exactly.
Let's make this an episode of TV.
I could see this being a way better short story than an episode.
Yes, I would agree. I would say so. Kind of care. Maybe I have it. I need to look at my Ray Bradbury books. Maybe I have that one somewhere.
I'm looking.
I don't know. What volume is that in? I used to have more, but I think I sold some of them.
I don't care about any of this stuff.
Nothing on trivia is worth the damn.
Oh, in the scene where Veronica Cartwright is standing on the stairs in the family room, behind her, lining the stairway wall, are several paintings of birds. She was filming Hitchcock's To the Birds around this time.
Oh, wow. She was in the birds.
In the shot I have pulled up right now on accident.
Wow. I didn't realize Veronica Cartwright was in the birds.
Yeah. That's one of the movies I listed on.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't even make the connection.
Why can't she help the kids and their families from here? I honestly don't understand. Why did they automatically get her back? We bought you. Did they lease the thing? I don't understand. Is there a contract of 20 years? I don't understand.
Maybe because like they stopped singing the Body Electric, and I guess when that happens, they shut down. Maybe it's like Blade Runner, where it's like a 4-year lifespan, but it's like a 20-year lifespan. They only have X amount of time to raise the kids.
The dad at one point right here, he says a quote that I wrote down, or he says, "Not on your tin type."
Talking about her tits.
He's talking to the little boy.
Oh.
What does that mean, tin type?
Not on your tin type.
Last one home is an old maid.
An old maid?
I think it's right here.
Dad, are we going to be old maids?
Not on your tin type.
I'll play the outro because it's right here.
As of this moment, the wonderful electric grandmother moved into the lives of children and
nope, that's just the mid-tro.
They had a mid-tro?
Yeah. That's where he gets from. He goes to the 20 years there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you got to flash forward.
Yeah, now I'll play the outro.
There's not too many mid-tro episodes of Twilight Zone.
There's a few. There's
Very
one
rare.
in Time Enough at Last. There's one in Little People.
Mm.
No, it's not Little People. It's the other one.
The Fear?
No.
The one about the little people that attack the old lady?
There's one. I can't remember if it's Little People or the other one where where he sees the things. But he's like, walk, you sack of shit. March. Keep marching, you fucking idiot. And he's just like insulting the guy. But so it's not Little People, it's the other one where they're looking for water and he keeps killing them.
Right.
His crewmen, but they're on Earth the whole time. It's that one.
Yes, yes, that's
shot an arrow in the air. I think it's
yes, maybe.
He says, you sack of shit. Keep fucking walking. It's like, damn, Rod, calm down.
You killed your entire crew, you cocksucker.
You piece of living shit.
You remind me of that woman who married a black man.
God damn her. I hired her and then I found out. That was a disgrace.
And then I made her do a movie with Rod Steiger and she wanted to die.
Tried to kill her in it.
Didn't work out.
It rebounded until 83 and
then she really did it.
No, then some murders did happen.
She should have just stepped in front of her helicopter blade like good old Boris Segal. That'll take care of it. Vic Morrow and 2 illegitimate children that nobody gave a shit about.
All right, here's the outro.
A fable, most assuredly. But who's to say at some distant moment there might be an assembly line producing a gentle product in the form of a grandmother?
Yeah.
Whose stock in trade is love. Fable, sure.
Sex.
But who's to say?
She killed the dad. It does kind of have like a
Disney-esque
nursery story.
It is. It's a kid's movie or a kid's episode, you know.
It's in the same vein as the last episode of the series.
Oh, right. The swimming pool or whatever.
Yeah. It's kind of like that where it's just, but only that episode is fucking terrible.
And it doesn't have that fucking awful fake voiceover.
Yeah.
That little girl. She's obviously a 50-year-old woman doing her 12-year-old voice. Ugh. Her Fanny Bryce, Baby Snooks voice. Ugh.
Ugh.
So annoying.
And then you got, well, hey there, children. Let's make some chocolate cake.
I'm going to play with your innards.
Everything's irritating about it.
And it's the last episode of this fucking show, which is so sad. It's really sad when these iconic shows end on a whimper like that. It's like, wow, couldn't they just end on a classic?
Yeah.
Like, god damn, why couldn't it be?
It's the fart on the way out the room when you're leaving.
Pretty much. It's
like,
so
hey,
sad.
Have fun with that. Bye. Like, fuck that guy.
Thanks. I'm Rod Serling. Fuck you.
I'm sad now. Yeah, this ends on that, and then
it's like Owl Creek. Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge should be the last episode because it wasn't really a Twilight Zone episode. It was a foreign thing, and it was more like a special event kind of a thing. And that would have been a nice way to put like a bow on the Twilight Zone. But
yeah, it would have been like, here's this. Take a look at this. There you go. That's
good. Goodbye, everybody.
We're done, but there's other good stuff you could check out.
There's a whole world of fiction out there. Go check it out. Have fun. No, we got to end on a fucking swimming pool bullshit note.
I'm pretty sure she was the devil and killed those kids in the pool. That's what that episode's about. Yeah. Bye. Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and say goodbye.
Sixes all around. Until next time. I don't know. I was gonna say something else, but
okay.
Not on your tin type, Dick.
Dick it.
I'm gonna look at. I'm Phoenix West.
Not on your tin type, you little faggot. What?
Tin type, also known as melanotype or ferrotype, is a photograph made by creating a direct positive on a thin sheet of metal. Okay.
So not on your picture.
When they print on the metal, you know?
Right. Yeah, it's tin type.
Yeah.
Okay. So
they're worth between $35 to $350.
That's great. What does that have to do with the Twilight Zone?
Nothing. He says that to his kid, not on your tin type.
So does that mean not on your photo finish?
Not on your tin type. But he says it like it means life.
Not on your tin type, you little bastard. I'm going to make your tin type short when I throw you in front of a car.
Oh, God. She's not here to save you.
All
I'm Larry Tate, Merchant of Death.
I only wanted daughters.
Don't ask why.
All I ever wanted were daughters.
You think that guy kept his shop going, selling body parts, and then when they stopped making robots, he just sold loose body parts?
Oh, absolutely. There was a market for that. He sold to Japanese businessmen that are weirdos.
Do you think he has to feed his basement twin just scraps down that chute? There's
all
no other way out.
All the unsold ears.
He's eating the leftover eyes.
Oh, you did pretty good.
Sorry, Lloyd, or whatever I named you earlier. We're out of food, so
enjoy the ears.
The last time I speak to you.
Yeah, I'm going to lock up the shop now. Goodbye.
2 for 2 with people making robots in basements.
Goodbye, Pearl.
All right, bye. Change the background. I'm going to go to the bathroom, I think. As soon as I save this. Sing the body electric. Nope.
It's 418?
Yeah.
All right. Sing the body electric.
And we're doing the next.
I love.
Oh, God.
You gotta go pee?
Yeah.
All right. I'll be back.
Throw up a. Here we go.
I think your microphone is still muted.
I said you are on the ball with those shades. The
That's right.
Heard that, but not the live audience.
That's right.
the video audience, whatever, because there's nobody on the live one.
No, it's fine. I'm in his image.
I'll go through the intro for the third time in a row. And
enclosed is a PDF attachment, a picture of yourself in a boat on a river. It's a river that flows in 2 directions. Make that 3. It's a magic river, that's how. And it's flowing down the Erie Canal to the scary door. That's Erie with 2 E's.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
If only I'd programmed the robot to be more careful what I wish for. Robot, experience this tragic irony for me. No!
What you have just witnessed could be the end of a particularly terrifying nightmare. It isn't. It's the beginning. Although Alan Talbot doesn't know it, he's about to enter a strange new world. Too incredible to be real, too real to be a dream. It's called the Twilight Zone.
No, it's not. It's called In His Image. Hello, citizens. Over there, the 418 TZ59's 401 In His Image Redux. I am Phoenix in His Image West.
Dick, cat.
Dick, what image are you made in?
In the,
his or other?
In the image of the only thing that matters, the purity of love. What?
Kyle Reese.
Kyle Reese, I love you.
That would be good fanfic. Kyle Reese.
I went back in time to fuck Kyle Reese.
I have a robotic womb.
I'm going to come for you. Come inside me, please. Just like I came in my maid.
Made that weird-looking son.
My son, who I had nothing to do with until he was like 10, and he looked like me. Only he liked tacos. A piece of shit. Arnold Schwarzenegger's a piece of shit. I hate Arnold. Arnold Schwarzenegger is just like, used to be a great hero, now he's just a piece of shit.
He kind of, yeah. I love Stallone. I've come to love Stallone.
Stallone's funny, yeah. Stallone's funny.
Schwarzenegger, I've never really been interested in that much.
No, he's just getting, with age, he's getting worse and worse. He's just an asshole.
His wife always scared the shit out of me. She looks like she should play Skeletor. Yeah, she should be Skeletor.
Hey, Arnold, yeah.
Like, she looks like the South Park version of her.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is one, but she looks like that would be what they would do now.
Exactly, yeah.
She's somehow turned into a parody.
She's so skinny. I remember I used to take her from behind and break her pelvis bone every time I put my pee-pee near her. She broke in two.
I can't imagine those two fucking. Like, the positions they must get in, because he's got to be like,
oh, yeah.
I don't know, and she's
I have to
45 pounds.
I have to be mounted like a mule. I kick like a mule. Oh, God.
This is an honest question. Because I remember her being like the news or something like that when I was a kid.
Well, she was like an anchor. She used to be on the Today Show. It's a special assignment.
I remember her being on there. I was like, oh, that's who he's married to. Okay. And then after they got married, or when I recognized they were married, I should say, I didn't see her again for the rest of my life until the maid thing happened.
Maria Shriver.
She's a Kennedy.
She's a Kennedy. She's one of the related to the Kennedys. Her mother.
Tragedy had to happen to her.
Yeah, no. She wasn't Johnny Boy, who died in a horrible plane crash.
Johnny Boy,
my Johnny Boy.
We'll talk about him next.
Oh yes, in his image. This episode was an hour long, which I didn't realize when I started watching. I was like, man, this is going on for a long time. That's right, season 4. I forgot it was a 50-minute episode.
I guess my only real gripe with the episode, because I don't mind the plot overall.
No, I like this episode a lot.
Very Twilight Zone. I do like the episode.
I do like this one, yeah.
But it is 20 minutes of filler with a scientist discussing in detail why I did this, how I did this, how much I failed, how much I wish I didn't fail, how much I wish I was like you. This keeps going and going, just monologues to himself.
They do have that moment where the sheriff shows up with the neighbor, and it's like totally superfluous. It's not needed at all. It's like, I apologize. As long as he apologizes, I forgive him. He's all right.
Yeah, as long as he admits that's what he's done. His crime was Hey, this is my house. No, it's not. Okay, bye.
I'm sorry
As
for
long as he
bothering
admitted
you.
he did that.
I'm sorry I bothered you. You fucking monster!
Yeah.
Scared people.
The guy is like answers the door and goes, "I've owned this house for 9 years. I have the
Yes.
paperwork." And he apparently seems pissed that he's owned that house for 9 years, not that someone's knocking at his door.
I hate the fact that I'm a successful middle-aged man.
I live in Courierville, New York, man. Stop knocking on my door.
I'm not an ad executive, okay? Like every other Rod Serling character, I'm not an ad executive.
Yeah.
I own a bake shop.
Okay, so it starts off with the darkest opening I've ever seen. The
Yes,
Twilight
it is.
which is what draws you into the episode. But it
thought it was
doesn't
gonna-
continue being that dark from there, unfortunately.
Well, it's the only reason that setup happens is the payoff of salvation.
Yes.
For him writing down on the back for his salvation, which was neat. I liked that. I liked it. But at the same time, I was like, wow, that's a long way to go to set up that joke, basically.
Yeah.
That play on words. And
He's at the bus station, or he's at the train station.
Yeah, the subway station.
He's sitting there and he's like having these like, "Woo," and the problem is that you know immediately he's a robot because of what's happening.
You have an idea that something's wrong.
I watched this again. And I was like, I don't remember what happened in this episode when I went back and did it for the show, and I was like, I'm like, oh, he's a robot, okay. And it's just like, oh, the twist. Oh no, that was supposed to be the twist, I guess. Oh shit.
No, the biggest twist for me was this guy finds a woman that falls in love with him in 4 days.
Yeah. If you want to call her a woman, go right ahead. I'm not. That's a man, baby.
Oh, she was a handsome woman. I don't know.
I'll show her. Okay. Oh, we didn't finish. He starts talking to the old lady it starts off like, "Are you look okay?" She starts off like concerned and then immediately becomes a piece of shit. And I would do exactly what he did. Like if I knew no one would catch me, why not?
Exactly. You reminded my husband. He's a drunk and he's dead.
Where's he now?
He's dead in the ground.
She hands him the pamphlet right here for salvation. She's like, "I'm talking about your eternal soul, mister. Why don't you listen?"
Puts in his back pocket, like, "Leave me alone, bitch. I'm okay. Thank you. Whatever. Go away."
This woman right here, I'm going to say something you'll never believe. She died in 1995.
Holy shit.
That is a woman too angry to die.
Wow.
She looks elderly here.
She's got to be in her
64.
She looks like she's in her mid-60s here.
This is 63.
That's
she
insane.
died. I think she's just labeled as old woman. Or
it's called the old woman. Yeah, old woman.
Catherine Squire.
Wow.
She died at age 92 in 1995. She was born in 1903.
Damn. Good for her.
She was in an episode of The Veil, a show that we did on an anthology series.
Oh, no.
And of course, she was in Lolly Madonna XXX.
Oh my God.
What is that and why is that?
I hope it was old lady porn.
1973.
She gets railed by some big...
Rated PG.
Oh my God.
I gotta change screens here because this is amazing.
Holy God.
PG.
Lolly Madonna XXX.
1973 PG. Rod Steiger. That's the.
Oh my God, Rod Steiger. Maybe this is the one we
Jeff
got.
Bridges.
Holy
Scott Wilson.
Whoa!
This guy looks like Jim Carrey and Donny Osmond combined.
We're gonna have to get this movie.
Ed Lauter.
Ed Lauter, no.
Randy Quaid and Gary Busey.
Oh my God, this movie's a fucking
How am I just now hearing about whatever cinematic masterpiece this is?
This is an amazing cast. You don't see a cast like that.
Confusing fucking name. Lolly Madonna XXX, and it's PG.
That's amazing. What is this? What's the synopsis?
In the early 70s, a young woman passing through rural Tennessee unintentionally gets caught in a feud between two local neighboring clans, the Feathers and the Gutshaws.
What the fuck?
Like a weird Hatfield and McCoy's thing going on.
What does that have to do with XXX? Are they making pornos?
I don't know. It's moonshine.
Oh, maybe you're right.
I assume it's moonshine. I hear rural Tennessee.
I got some moonshine for you, baby.
Oh God, what is happening in this movie? Look at this still image. It's a guy in a bra and like ladies' underwear. That's a man, baby, just like in this episode.
Oh, I've only known you for 4 days, and you've touched my penis.
Okay, long story short, he shoves the bitch in front of a train, kills her.
I loved it.
And then runs away.
It's like, wow, that was out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's dark.
You're like, wow, this is setting us up for something big.
When toy typewriter free.
All right, and then it only really looks like a man when he first comes into the apartment. And I was like, oh.
Doesn't she say that he's like 32 years old, though?
Hello, sir. It looks like a man in a wig.
Oh.
Ready?
And Willie, you disappointed?
I love how she brings out that chicken. You're going to take it on a picnic.
Yeah.
The chicken's like half the size, like the size of my hand.
What was the name of the moon-shaped character?
Oh, Mr. Oh God, Mr. Moonface, or
yeah, I forget you had it last time.
Moonlight or Midnight?
I'm a little surprised.
The passion.
You're trying to say she looks
There
like
were
Doug
lines
Jones?
that I did not cross.
I know. I was.
I'm gonna stop playing there so I don't get in trouble.
Do you think my dick is bigger than yours?
Honey, I felt some. Never mind. I'm a robot.
I have a robot dick.
It's not gay if I'm a robot.
It's true. That's exactly right. That's why he falls in love with her.
Yeah.
I'm a robot. I know not of this heterosexuality.
Can you imagine someone who's like really anti-gay hearing like two men together? How? Actually, I'm a robot. That's.
Oh, damn it!
How do I hate this?
You look. You're a white robot.
How do I hate this?
A white woman
like
should
doing the math, like Beautiful Mind.
Yeah. Hatred. I must float to my sea of
All right.
self-hate.
He's going to take her back. He's known her for 4 days. They're going to get married. For some reason, he wants to take her on the grand tour of Courierville, New York.
Who cares?
Where he lives.
Yeah, and then it ends up being a total disaster because he's... Now, that's still, even after watching the episode, what's the reason? Like, this is all stuff from his creator's past?
Yeah.
Like from 20 years ago?
Woven in 20-year memories, and he kind of like created a backstory.
Yeah.
They go to Courierville, New York. All the buildings are different. Where he used to work isn't there at all. Where he lives, someone else lives there who's very pissed off that he knocked on his door.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
The woman, meanwhile, this man, she's like ignoring all these red flags. They're hitting her in the face, shaving her beard off. And she's just ignoring all of this and like, oh, maybe it's, and she's just in complete denial. And you feel bad for her.
Yeah, she's got no choice.
She's done it for 4 days. And at this point, I go, all right, this is the part where I get the fuck off. If this were a train and you didn't throw me in front of it, I'm getting the fuck off. Like, so it's been 4 days, dude. I have no obligation here.
And I do like the fact that when he gets into his mood swings, he becomes homicidal.
Yeah.
He picks up that rock. He goes, go away, run away, get the car, drive away.
Go away, Carl. Whatever her name is.
Go away, Steve. I love your balls. But I can't. I'll crush them with this rock if you come closer.
You know what's sad is she is pretty. It's just they make her look as unattractive as possible in this episode.
Do you think she was smoking at the time?
Wow. She died.
Oh,
Guess when she died.
Another tragic. 5 years after this episode.
She died 10 years ago.
Oh, shit. All right.
Less than 10 years ago. At age 81.
Oh, good. She had a long run.
Yes. And she was in the 10 Commandments from the 50s.
Wow. Yeah.
Guiding Light.
Wow.
She was a producer. Oh, man, she was banking money. She was a producer and assistant producer on a bunch of Bold and the Beautiful, Days of Our Lives, Guiding Light.
Shit. Wow.
All three of those shows for hundreds and hundreds of episodes.
Wow. Yeah.
This woman had a ton of money.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Okay. She was fine.
I would have strapped on that ball sack to ride that money to the bank.
Damn. She was also in A World of Difference. You'll see her here.
Oh.
And another ad exec gone wrong.
There you go.
Getting a lot of repeat people on our show tonight.
Well, I mean, they're all working actors at the time. They're all there. I mean, shit, you have a pool of actors for your show. Of course, you're gonna get a few extras that all intersect each other.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah, that's how that works.
I felt like in this scene, they were gonna run into a nick of time William Shatner when they're sitting outside this place.
Right? Yeah.
I felt like Shatner and his wife were gonna walk by, going like, "Just pull the fucking ticket! Come on!" Like arguing.
Look at that man! Look at that gay couple over there.
If this were Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone, this van would say "Dingle moving," and they would zoom in on it for no reason, just for the reference.
And these would be two gay characters.
And this would have a picture of the fucking thing from the little ticket giver in Nick of Time.
And they'd be he would be a black robot, she'd be a white man, and he'd be harassed by a sheriff.
Yeah.
Who doesn't, because he knocked on the door of that one guy and the sheriff won't let it go. Because he's the cop, he's the figure, the dominating law character.
I love when he takes her to the graveyard.
Yeah.
Okay. He's already given out 1,000 red flags, and she's like, "All right, let's try to figure this out." And he's like,
"This is fun.
All right, we're gonna go." And she's like, "Where are we going?" And she just ignores when he goes, "The cemetery." At this point, the man has been yelled at by everyone in town for being in the wrong spot. He just proved that his aunt didn't exist by going in the city hall. His job doesn't exist. An entire building is gone. In which case, his explanation was maybe they moved it brick by brick in 4 days or however long it's been, a week.
Right. Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, the cemetery. Okay, let's go." I'm like, "Do you want to die?" This is how you end up on the news, bitch. Your family crying and looking for you. In reality, this woman's never found.
No. She's buried in a shallow grave off that turn before the cemetery.
When they're at the cemetery looking for his parents' grave, this happens. The guy who all he did was knock on his house and be like, "Where's my aunt?" He's like, "I own this house for 9 years." And he goes so far out of his way to bring the sheriff to the cemetery.
Right, yeah. So that means they followed them.
Yeah. I thought this would be quicker. The whole fucking walk over there.
Jesus Christ. Well, they had a lot of time to film this.
This man says you caused a disturbance at his house.
He knocked on the door.
Well, I'm sorry.
You admit it? Yes, I made a mistake. Said you claimed it was your house. Well, I thought it was. I'm sorry. You satisfied?
So satisfied. His reply is so pathetic.
Well, as long as he owns up to it. But you better not come pestering me again, young feller.
I said I'm sorry. Get the fuck out of my face. And you tell your son there.
You two, sirs, better stay away from my home.
Excuse me, sir.
You look like shit.
Can you tell your nephew to watch to keep you in the car? Oh, that's my fiance. Oh, Christ.
Oh, no, we got some of them in town.
Oh, my God.
Y'all ain't welcome here. Oh, you're a woman. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, are you? That's a woman?
Sorry, ma'am. I am so sorry.
We don't want a transgender woman over here.
No, a real... oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
No,
we just have a situation here with an ugly woman. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my God. You remind me of my Aunt Tina.
Rest her soul.
Rest her soul. She died right there.
Put her in the ugliest grave we could find.
She was ugly.
She died. Yeah, I have no other notes.
Yeah, pretty much. So he goes. Yeah, it's about the ending. He ends up being because he gets ran over by a car. And the guy, I love that the interaction between him and the guy going, "Hey, look, you said I didn't. It wasn't my fault for running you over. You signed a piece of paper. You won't take me to court." No, yeah, you're right. I'm not going to do it. And he's got that nice cut in his arm that shows that he's obviously a robot or a robot because his skin's. Basically, it's the Empire Strikes Back shot Luke Skywalker's hand That's what it reminded me of because all the gears were right there in the wrist.
Yeah.
Giving away that's a robotic hand. So he's a robot. And then he goes, he finds he looks up the Walter White, whatever his name is, and looks him up in the phone book, and he finds it ends up being the big twist is it's him. And so that he's basically a robot inventor. And he said, I've been inventing you since I was a child.
He shows up at the house at 32 minutes into the episode. Less than 32.
Yeah.
They talk until
44 minutes. 48.
48.
Roughly
32 to 48 minutes.
It's a long time.
He just talks and it's all one actor talking to himself.
Yeah.
I built you because I'm a pathetic sack of shit. I've been
alone my whole life trying to find something.
Genius, inventor, and fucking so genius, and recluse, and I'm not a womanizer like I made you to be. You're all the best parts of me, plus some of my memories.
Yeah.
And he just keeps going and going and going, and he's like boring himself. So much that the robot basically commits suicide.
Exactly. Well, I almost thought
fight himself.
Because at the end, the robot basically tells him, look, there's a woman that loves you. She's here at this address. That's why he writes the salvation. Your salvation lies within, and it's the address to the girl boy. And he gives it to the inventor.
Yeah, it's the key where it's the chisel. It's carved into the Bible.
Right.
Salvation lies within.
Salvation lies within.
Do you think that was a reference to this episode?
No.
It could be. Frank Darabont probably watched this.
Oh, I'm sure he's watched it. I'm almost positive he's watched the whole Twilight Zone more than twice. But
out there.
So he does that with the guy. But then the robot has he has one of his psychotic breakdowns. So they start fighting each other, which is the best part of the episode. And I almost thought they were going to do a twist where they're going to reveal at the end that the robot took over and like it was going to be but he kills him, and so they're like eating chicken or something, and you go down and you see the hand with the cut, and you see it's the robot hand, but no, they show the cut robot hand on the dead robot in the basement.
In the basement for the third episode in a row.
Yes, but it was fine. I thought it worked, and it was a nice ending because the poor guy was alone, and he finds somebody that could love him, and he I guess he doesn't have a lot of high expectations because he goes with this man woman, and he has no problem with it.
She's so invested in knowing a dude for 4 days.
Yes, she is an incredibly sad, desperate woman.
He even says that.
Yes.
And he goes, there's a woman waiting for you. She's beautiful and funny and lonely.
Sad and desperate and
pathetic, clingy.
Suck your dick like it was nothing. She won't complain. She lets you put cigarettes out in her hair. She wants you to come in her hair. She's a fucking freak show.
It's like she can't go to bed until your balls are completely drained.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
And she'll make you a full-on giant chicken.
And the guy's just like, fight to the death over her, or what are we doing here?
Do I have to kill you now? Is that what we're doing here?
And he knows the inside jokes apparently somehow.
Yes,
through osmosis. When I guess when you kill a robot, you get his memories, or maybe he read the memories after he killed him.
I think they were his memories because he made the robot, so it's obvious.
Yeah, but he didn't know the conversation lingo that they had.
Well, he does. That's what he does for every door that he knocks on. He has the same joke because he's not very creative.
Yeah. She's like, fuck, every time you knock on the door.
That joke is not funny.
This woman does make up for 1,000 cunts that are in Twilight Zone episodes that the main characters are married to.
This is true.
She makes up for a lot.
Yes.
The Henry Bemis, the short drink from a certain fountain lady.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 of those ladies in this show that are just awful bitches, and she makes up a lot.
But then, of course, this episode does open with the death of a mouthy bitch,
and she never gets avenged
when he throws her into the front of a subway car.
I guarantee that got reported as a suicide.
Oh, absolutely.
Less paperwork that way.
An old bitch that nobody likes threw herself in front of a train. Okay, that's fine. That works for me.
She's trying to convert the train. Just say that. She's trying to save this train's soul. Who cares? Nobody's going to come looking.
She thought the robots could be saved.
We actually have a cop on site that witnessed it, but
yeah, he
it's
doesn't
just
care.
so much easier to not look for the guy, and nobody's asking questions. So,
yeah, that guy that is with that man chick. Yeah, he's dating that lady.
Brilliant scientist. Just let him go.
That's fine. It's obviously that he's a robot.
They just know.
It's a robot. It's one of them episodes. Okay, we'll let it go.
It has a 7.4 on IMDb with only 1,600 reviews because season 4 is far less reviewed than the rest of the seasons.
Interesting.
I give this one another 6.
I would agree. Yeah, 6 is fine.
I think if it were a half-hour episode, it might go up to a 7.
I would say it would. Yeah, it needs to be a half hour. I think it'd be better as a half-hour episode.
You're going to notice that a lot about season 4s.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. That's too bad. I don't know whose idea was that to make them hour long, but I'm sure Rod did not like that.
You know what's funny is I watched these episodes kind of at random last night, and it wasn't until way too far into the episodes watching that I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing a robot thing. I forgot.
Right, yeah.
Like I think it was like end of the second or early third episode where I was like, oh yeah, they're all robots.
Well, that's right. Son of a bitch.
Well, part of me kept thinking that in this episode, In His Image, was the He's Alive episode.
Right.
Which is a really good episode. Starring blanking on his name. Why am I blanking on his name?
I don't know.
It stars Donald. Why the fuck am I blanking on his name?
Donald Pleasance?
No.
Dennis Hopper?
Dennis Hopper. I don't know why I said Donald, but
yeah, Dennis Hopper.
He's
right.
Way too good for the Twilight Zone.
That is a good episode, though.
Yeah.
That's
kind of stupid, but it's basically like the early version of American History X.
Yes.
But that is a really good episode. But Dennis Hopper is far too good for the Twilight Zone. Frank and I talked about that.
Yeah.
It's like for Twilight Zone acting, and then Dennis Hopper's like method acting. It's just you're just like very aware of everyone else's acting.
Oh yeah.
You're like, he's so good in this. It's kind of putting everyone else to shame.
He's like a 20-year-old actor. Like he's fresh off the school system, you know.
But he's so fucking good in it. And
yeah,
he's like genuine. It's not doing TV acting from the 60s. He's
no.
Fucking performance.
Yeah, he's not a theater actor from the 30s.
It makes you realize how much you kind of settle for acting in the show.
Right.
Like, oh, he's good, but he's just kind of screaming really.
Yeah.
You see Dennis Hopper, you're like, oh no, this is actually really good. Like this is acting. He's doing his thing. Let's get out of here, right? We're done. Outro.
We're done.
I have the outro pulled up, and I will say, next podcast, this will be in 2 weeks on the recording. We are doing TZ59 Steel Redux, TZ59 Uncle Simon Redux.
More robots.
Night Gallery 204B Junior, which I think is like 30 seconds long.
Junior.
And then we're also doing TZ59's Once Upon a Time Redux, which is the Buster Keaton one.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of interesting. Not that much fun, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Dig.
So long. Got a full time because I don't have the clip pulled up yet. There we go.
In a way, it can be said that Walter Ryder succeeded in his life's
Walter
ambition,
Ryder?
even though the man he created was, after all, himself. There may be easier ways to self-improvement, but sometimes it happens that the shortest distance between 2 points is a red line through the Twilight Zone.
Self-improvement is masturbation.
Can the actor not hold his fucking breath for 15 seconds? I don't understand it. You see his chest just moving. Like, hey, don't breathe for a moment.
I can't. There's so much smoke in here.
It's like those guys that were like, I put on the mask for COVID and I can't breathe and I pass out immediately. Like, you fucking pussy. You liar.
No, that's my fault. That happened to me too. I couldn't wear one on the plane. It drove me crazy. I was like, oh, I didn't say anything. I just it bothered me. Like I couldn't.
It can bother you. It's uncomfortable, but
I didn't say anything.
I passed out. I
yeah.
lost. I didn't have enough oxygen. Like Your brain does not need that much where you're
How do you know? You don't know.
science knows.
Science.
Bye.
Bye.
Science makes robots. Robots kill people.
Especially old ladies selling the good news.
This is the only episode where a robot kills anyone.
No.
Out of the 3 we did?
Oh, out of 3, yeah. These episodes, yeah.
In Steel, he doesn't kill anyone.
Well, Steel's the
Simon
they're
doesn't kill anyone.
boxers. They're boxing robots. So,
should we watch Real Steel?
The Hugh Jackman movie?
Yeah,
it's actually not a bad movie.
It's not terrible.
I've seen it. I mean, it's not a bad movie, but yeah, I haven't seen it forever.
All right, let's get out of here. Bye.
Bye.
Do a Schwarzenegger thing.
Hugh Jackman. He's a pussy.
I already shut off the podcast.
Okay. Oops.
He's a huge Jackman.
He's a huge Jackman. Should be a gay porno star. His dick is small. He's nothing. Nothing. I did way more testosterone shots than he ever did. You mean steroids? 9.
Well, Stallone. It's HGH.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Fucking liar.
You're 80.
Yeah, you're doing steroids when they were steroids in the 80s, asshole.
Yeah.
They might be animal hormones now, but it took them 30 years to develop. Dickhead.
Yeah.